All right,
Luna,
so what's up, girl? What's
Luna,
up?
Luna, Luna, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me.
Hey,
Oh my God, girl.
girl. Yo,
How you
today,
feeling today?
I mean, I feel good.
So
I
do
feel
I.
good. But the world, though, I don't know how, this country is feeling. Like, there's a lot of people upset.
Honey. So I woke up this morning, got my meditation on, made me
Okay.
something to eat, made me a smoothie, relaxed. Before I touched my phone, before I watched anything, I said, let me just chill. Right?
Right.
So that probably was like about 10 o'clock this morning. I was like, all right, let me go online and see what's going on. And honey, I never go to Facebook first, but I went to Facebook.
Facebook, they
You know,
they like the
Facebook.
most mad over there.
Those are the crybabies. Facebook is the crybabies.
Yeah.
And I go to Facebook, and honey, I was just like, what? Like
Oh,
the people cutting off the friends, the family member, people blocking people, and I was like,
no.
"Come on, people, y'all creating more divide than this already." And like that was the purpose of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like creating a
Absolutely.
whole divide.
And that is like, I'm glad you said that was the purpose of it because the get, like, I felt like this was going to create like even more and more division because we already, there's already so much division now. But when you pit not only man against woman, but, a minority woman against a white man, yeah, we're going to have some issues. And it was just like, the way I looked at that map and saw all that red, and I was like, let me just go back to my business and just chill because, like, I really think that this is just a whole big circus. Like, I'm not in favor of the way politics is moving right now. I'm not with it. Like, too many people are getting really emotional over, everything that's going on because they think that it's more than what it actually is. This whole thing is like a stage. It's a whole big show, and people are getting sucked right into it. You frozen? Don't tell me you frozen, girl.
Oh, because I'm over here sending the invite out.
Oh, okay, okay.
Shouts to everybody who is on the check-in right now. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm
What's
Tony
up? What's
Steele.
up? What's up, y'all? What's up? Like, I hope everybody's doing all right. I hope y'all, aren't too upset about what this day has brought to us.
Listen, I already expected this. I already knew he was going to win. I knew he
Same.
was going to win because if you were able to just run as a felon after everything that happened, I already knew he was going to win because I already felt like it was already in the cards for him because whatever the government is trying to hide, they had to give it to him because he got a lot of shit on them. They had to give it to him.
Yeah.
This I don't believe this has anything to do with black or white. I don't believe it has anything to do with her being a woman. They just needed to give it to him so he don't start no shit. But he gonna wild out regardless. He gonna show his ass these next 4 years.
But that's what I don't feel like it's gonna be like, okay, it might be a little like escalated from, his previous term, but again, like you said, like how is he able to run again in the first place? Like what is really going on there? People are not asking the right
Like
questions.
questions. No, at all.
Like this
At
is
all.
really America's policy. Like one, we had a president like that, he can run again, and then two, a felon at that,
Yeah, because
convict.
he got something on the people. That's why they don't want whatever he got to get out. So we got to give this to this man. We got
I
to give
want
it
to
to
know
him.
what he got. I want to know.
He got some shit, and he gonna show his ass.
I want him to spill the tea. I want him to spill the tea. Who's the same? Who Thomas? Hi, Thomas. Who?
Hey Thomas, They
Start
got
singing a
a
song. What?
wow, we look like a group.
Do we look like we
You know
see
something
if
we
I
don't
can
know?
I mean, I want to know. Shoot, there's a lot of things apparently we don't know that Trump knows. So, Thomas, what you got? What kind of information you trying to drop?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, today's been it's a beautiful day. The weather is nice. It's 70 something degrees out here.
Yo,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
was really nice earlier, but it started raining. Like it started like kind of I guess echoing the vibe.
It was crying.
Of the
It's like,
country.
ah,
It started thundering
ah.
and stuff. I'm like, what just happened? The sun was shining earlier. Ugh.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. I got up today. I went to the city. I just went to go hang out and just, enjoy the vibes, enjoy the weather. I want to see what the climate was like outside, but everybody looked like they was chilling. Like nobody really looked phased. Like,
Okay.
it's what are you gonna do at this point? This is the outcome. What's next? Y'all gonna
Right.
cut each other? People are cutting people out of their lives, out of their, cutting family members off, and everybody. What you gonna just be alone now? You know what I'm saying? You creating a whole divide for what? When this is the time
Mhm.
everybody's supposed to actually be coming together.
Right, exactly.
Come
And
together.
that says a lot right there. You went outside into the real world and nobody was tripping. But
Mm-mm.
online, it's like a completely different
Different
world. Like everybody's upset.
because online is so not real.
Right.
It's so
I
not
believe
real.
that.
Bunch
I
of
believe
delusional
that.
people online. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of delusion. It's just an illusion.
There you go, Thomas. There you go. You saw.
It's a song for everything, right, Luna? I got a song for everything. Girl.
A whole bunch of illusions, a whole bunch of just nonsense in this online world that we have here. But when you step out into the real world, you start to see like, the vibe is actually much better in person.
Yeah.
People are
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And they're just like more lighthearted, not, it's not as heavy a lot of times. But
No,
as soon
it's
as these
not.
evil warriors start kicking in, it's like, okay.
Yeah. People are just way too invested in the actual people, but I don't believe people, like, what were you actually voting for? What were the policies that actually mattered to you? Those things are not being highlighted. Like, you never really throughout this campaign, because I've been following this whole thing from beginning to end. I done did my behind research and all that stuff, learning, stuff, because I didn't know about Harris. So I learned about her, and it's like none of the policies that either one of them, well, Trump didn't even have no policies. He said when he made president, because he ain't have no plan. When he made president, that's when he was going to put the plan together. That was his words at the debate. And I bet you nobody really even caught that because nobody's really paying attention. Like,
No,
what policies were you actually voting for? Were you voting for the policies that you actually are interested in, or you were just voting for the person? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was you actually
that,
voting for? And
that part,
nobody,
that
it was a popularity contest. People were just voting
mhm,
for the person they wanted in office, but nobody. What policies are you actually? What do you care for? What do you care about that you're actually voting for this? You know what I'm saying? This person. So it's just
that's a
very
good
interesting.
question. These are all excellent and logical questions that a
No,
lot of people
the
are not
people that I
asking.
asked, this question to, oh well, I'm a black woman, she's a black woman, so I'm just going to vote. And I was just like, wow, does that really make sense to you? You
Not
know what I'm
really.
saying? Does that really make sense to you? I get it. I respect everybody's your stance, because that's your stance. I have no reason, or no why to go against what you believe, because that's what you believe. You know what I'm saying? I respect it, but at the same time, like, you really have to make sense for yourself, not for me. I'm gonna make sense for
Right.
me, but make sense for yourself. Make it make sense for yourself.
And I guarantee you, a majority of those people are not going to come up with like, a sensible response to that. Because,
Mhm.
like you said, popularity contests, and they voting on either gender or color,
Gender
and
or
not really, yeah, not really prioritizing like what's really
really?
important.
Yep. Yep.
This again, a whole ass circus here.
A
And
whole circus, girl. We
yo,
just needed the elephants, the clowns. Well, we had the clowns.
yeah,
We had the elephants. There was elephants in the
we have
room.
clowns in abundance, girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we really did. It was, yeah, it's just very interesting, and to see people really butt hurt and cutting off family members and friends that they've known forever just because of their personal choices. This is one of the reasons why you're not supposed to discuss politics and religion. These are personal
Mm,
choices. You know what I'm saying? And you cannot just cut somebody off for what they personally agree with. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, if it doesn't align with you, fine, that's cool. But if it's just that one thing that this person is doing that you don't necessarily care for, and you're gonna cut them off for that one thing, what's is that sensible?
no,
Does
not
that
at all.
make sense to you? You understand what I'm saying?
Nope.
And furthermore, we all have the right to choose.
Yep,
We all have the right to choose.
sure
So
do.
it's just very, very interesting. And I'm just like, God, we are really the new adults who are carrying on like a
That's
bunch of kids.
scary.
It is scary. It is scary because it's a bunch of
Oh,
adults who have not matured enough to understand we all have a choice. We all
mm,
have some type of entitlement to what we want to do with our own personal selves. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's very interesting. Very interesting.
It really is. You had so many people saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter who you vote for, just vote." Like, what kind of nonsense is that? What?
Yeah. Yeah. This whole election, nothing sensible about this election, yo.
Nothing.
Nothing sensible.
Absolutely nothing. And that's why I stayed out of a lot of conversations because I was
So
getting
was
people
I.
upset. I was really getting people upset with
So was I.
facts. And
So was
that's
I.
the thing. It's like, you challenge
Because you
people
know
with
people don't like the
facts.
truth, Luna. People don't like facts. They like opinions. They like, you know what I'm saying, to follow what everybody else is thinking and saying. Nobody's really doing their own research. No, nobody likes the truth, Luna. The truth shall set you free.
It really, like, it may sting a little bit, but I like it. I'm like, you know what? If that helps, bring clarity to situations and helps me, like make better decisions and be a better person, I'm all for it. Like, hit me with
Absolutely.
that truth. Smack me with it upside down. Like, I don't hide from the truth
Yep.
because it makes us better people, I feel.
Yep.
And the fact that people really just be skirting that, like skirt, 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 like don't hit
So
me with
you
the truth.
see, people like you and me who have sat with ourselves, who have done the work for ourselves, who have seen ourselves, can accept truth and ready to receive truth. Those who have not sat with themselves, who don't, you know what I'm saying, who don't do that work, it's hard for them to accept the truth. It's easy for them to follow, others. It's easy for them to be in the shadows. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But when you've done the work for yourself and you are able to receive, like it's nothing for you to, yeah, okay, I'll take that. I'll eat that.
Mm.
I'll eat that truth. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's one thing if like, it's a logical, choice to follow or to join in on. But to just to just follow just to follow, based
You know
off
people
of
are just following just to follow, girl.
girl, why? I hope whoever's in here, like, get in the comments, like, what's your feels on this? Like, chime in here because it's really it's it's ridiculous. I'm just I'm I want to have faith in people and I want to have hope that, the masses will wake up to, what's going on between the division, the distractions of this whole thing, because if you think about it, this two-party system hasn't made sense for a very, very long time.
Mm-mm. For a
Uh,
very long time.
long time. And there's actually, if you go vote and you look at your ballot, there's a list of names that you probably never even heard of before you even stepped into that booth. But because there's so many different parties that they don't speak about,
Speak
that they don't
about.
even acknowledge,
Yep.
to give people an option and say, hey, you have these other choices too.
Yep.
People don't even realize that they're there. And then they ignore it because, of course,
Yep.
they highlight these just two candidates at the top. And then the rest are like, people
Yeah.
like, who that?
But this is where the people go wrong as well, because this is what I say, people are just following. You're just
Yeah,
following what is being pushed to you instead of doing your own research to
yeah,
seeing and learning who else is on that ballot, who else is running, what are their policies. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Where are they from? What is it that they want? You know what I'm saying? Who are they affiliated with? People are not doing their research. Everybody is just, it's a popularity contest, especially now we're on the social media. Social media is all about popularity. People are following anything that's popular or trending, but nobody is doing their own individual work. People are flip flopping. Oh, I'm going to vote for this person. Or I'm going to vote. No, well, I'm not going to do this because I heard this. But what did you actually learn about them? What did you actually read about them? You know what I'm saying?
right,
For yourself, what was your actual conclusion?
right.
But nobody can tell you that. Well, so and so, I seen so and so say, oh, I read the Shade Room say, and you like, you
That
following
is
these
bold.
sources? These are the
Yo,
people you listening to? Media Takeout, the Shade Room, like these are the people that you are. Wow, these are
if
your
somebody
media
tells me,
sources. This is not even
yo,
CNN.
if somebody tells me that that's their source, I know immediately. I know
Somebody
immediately.
told me that that was their source. Well, on a Shade Room, I saw that they said, and I was like, whoa. Please don't talk to me about. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to act like I'm better than nobody or any. But
What the
don't
fuck?
don't do that. Don't insult my intelligence.
Right.
Don't come to me and talk about a gossip site is telling you something like, nah, we're not gonna do that. I am not
No,
entertaining that conversation
and solid in facts because they said they would never vote for anyone based on race
on
or
race.
nationality. It's based off of what they're actually saying, their policies, what's going to benefit you and your loved ones. That's what's
Absolutely,
important. Because as a
absolutely.
country, we're a melting pot of a country. We have a whole lot of different people and a whole lot of different cultures. And sometimes that can add a lot to the division because a lot of people believe different things. But I think as a human race, we can agree on some basics of what is good for people and what isn't, and a lot of that gets lost in the shuffle of all this craziness.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Shouts to
what is
you, Saladin.
happening?
Thank you for that.
Oh,
Thank you for
no,
that comment.
thank you. Thank you for your input.
Yeah,
Bring it, drop your comments below. This is something that, affects the country, every single individual in this country, whether it be, on a larger scale or smaller, is affected by what is going on right now.
yeah,
And even though I like to, I'll make my little jokey jokes or whatever like that. We can call them clowns however we want, but these are the faces of this country. So it is an important conversation to have. And
yeah. I was live on TikTok and we had some people from different countries who was like, "America is a joke. America is a whole joke. You guys look so foolish right now." I'm just like, listen, I ain't mad at
I
you.
can't even, right. You can't even be mad at them because they're right.
I'm
They
not
are
mad at
absolutely
you.
right.
I said, if you're saying that to upset me, I am not upset because I
No,
agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Like this was a whole shit show. This was a whole shit show from beginning to end. Like I'm not upset with you. He was like, "Oh, I'm so thankful that you're not upset out because I wasn't trying to offend you. You didn't offend me at all.
right.
I
No,
don't
because,
take those things personally.
again,
The
truth
truth
is
is the truth.
truth. Yeah, we can't be upset at the truth because I mean, I think partially, and I was joking at my mom about this. I'm like, the older generations, they got us into this. Like you know, the laws and bills that have been passed over the decades have got us to this point in previous generations because they were caught up in that whole like follower trend. It's like we are here now because we let government and politicians have way too much
Way too much
power.
control. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like that needs to go back to the people. As it is, I was telling people, I'm like, unfortunately, we can't even depend on the people's vote counting in this because what happened the last time Trump was in the election? That's how he got in by electoral college votes, not by
Yep,
the people's vote.
not by the people.
No,
That's
if that
why I
was the
say
case,
our vote don't count. Our
it
vote don't
don't.
count. It don't
It
count
really
at
don't.
all. It does not matter who we vote for, what we vote. It does not matter. As long as there is a system that is above us and who can choose who they want to choose, our vote does not matter. And the fact that we've been believing this for so long, just because we wanted to be included in something, they told us, "Oh yeah, you can vote. We're gonna let you guys vote, and your vote is going to count. Just let them vote." But our vote does not matter.
No, not for and
Time
not
and
for like
time
the
again,
whole.
it's been proven. Time and time again, it's been proven.
And that's the thing. It's like we've seen this before, but for people like short-term memory loss, like they don't remember that this has happened before in numerous times. Like, where, what?
I agree, Saladin. He said not one president who has ever been elected has ever affected my life.
See, and that's another point to be made because we tend to see people get so upset over these results, but yet their life doesn't really change that much. You
Much.
know, there's like yeah, policies are affected, and they have the potential to make issues and raise taxes and all that stuff, but on the grand scale of things, like what has it really changed? Like
And
we
people
still have a lot
cannot,
of division.
yep. And people cannot effectively convey why they're upset. Why are you upset? You know what I'm saying?
Like a big
Why?
kid. It's like a kid throwing a tantrum. Like they don't know they're
They
upset. They just know that maybe they need a nap. They're hungry, but they don't know how to communicate.
I don't understand it. I truly don't understand it. I truly don't
Um,
understand it. But I mean, this is where we are now. And if that's the case, if you are upset, what do you plan to do now? Now that
right.
we know and we've been knowing our vote doesn't matter, it doesn't count. But we do know that we are the majority, we are the people, and that the government does work for us. So, as a people, instead of dividing and being divisive and cutting people out your life, these are the people you should be coming together. Everybody should be learning from each other, and we should be forming a union to
Mm,
overthrow this fucking government.
yes.
That's what we're
I am
supposed to be
here
doing.
for the revolution. Oh, I am
That's
so
what we're
here for
supposed
it.
to be doing. But everybody is in this space of we're in such a petty world right now too. If you just don't agree with somebody, I don't like your shirt, so I'm not talking to you today. Like this shit is so corny. You know what I'm saying? It's so corny. And I'll be like, I cannot believe we are the new adults carrying on
No,
like this.
it is really sad. But another good point, you just have to take care of yourself regardless, already. And like everybody just has to, like take care of yourself and your loved ones. Like that's priority number one.
Lead
Like
yourself, right? Govern yourself.
exactly. Like,
Furthermore, we need to be in a
people
sovereign society. That's where we need to go. That's where
woo,
we need to start moving. Luna, girl, you know we got conversation. you know,
conversation on top of
people
conversation on
don't
top.
know this type of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? People can't tap into this kind of intelligence. We need to be
Listen, well, the
sovereign.
people that are tuning in, y'all are feel like hopefully y'all are feeling us, or you're resonating with the message. And if you don't agree, that's okay. We still want to have the conversation because this is not a dictatorship channel or whatever. We're opening up the floor for dialogue.
Yeah,
We want to talk to y'all and get your take on things because that's the only way we're really gonna, figure things out and create solutions is if we talk to each
each other
other.
and
Yeah.
not at
You
each other.
know?
Yeah, not at each
Right.
other. We absolutely have to have the conversation.
Absolutely. Oh, mhm. My president jumped.
Sergio said, "My president is Trump and my Lambo's blue." Listen, if
Listen,
Trump
if
giving
that
out Lambos, I take one.
you know what? I'll take it, but I'll sell it. There's things I could do with that money. I don't need no damn Lambo. Mm,
Somebody said, I don't care, I'm gonna get this stimmy
Listen, I'm
on
not mad at
Facebook.
it.
I said the jokes is hilarious. I cannot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, people want what they want. People need
Yeah.
what they need. You know what I'm saying? So people are gonna vote according to what they feel is gonna be best for them in their own personal life. Because let's keep it a
No.
buck. Like Trump or Kamala wasn't coming for us personally. You know, he wasn't going to come for me and be like, "Come on, Tony, tell me what you need." He wasn't coming for me personally. You know, they're operating in a space where they're doing it for a world, a collective, not necessarily for the people, but just what's best for the economy, what's
Yeah.
best for, the world, the states, you know what I mean? And not necessarily for the people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like, those are not the most important elections that we need to be, voting in anyway.
Facts.
Like I was
Vote
talking on
local.
TikTok, I was like your borough president. For those who don't know, we are in New York City, and I'm in Brooklyn. And the most important person in like for me, who I would vote for would be my borough president, because that's the immediate person that I would need to go to if anything happened to me. My house got into a fire, my car got broken in, I'm losing my apartment or something, and I need some funding. Those are the people that I need to talk to. Those are the people that I need to elect, the proper person that's gonna, I need to put in office, because that's the person that's going to help me directly, you know?
Facts.
So there are other elections that people need to take heed to besides just the presidency.
Absolutely. And when you see these like Congress elections, when you see for the House, like pay attention to that
That,
because they are the ones that actually have more power than the president. They put this, puppet, this face, in front of the country and say, oh, this is who's in power. This is, who's making the decisions. No, it's not.
yeah,
No, it's not. They have, a degree of power and
yeah,
especially presence, as far as like that's the face that people know. But I guarantee you, so many people don't even know who is their congressman, who is
hmm,
their state congressman. They
yep.
don't
Who's
know.
in the Senate? Yep, no, they don't know.
They
Yep.
have no idea who's their senator. They have no idea who's their assemblyman or assembly person. Like there are so
Who is
many
your
positions
who
in power.
Right, who's in the Supreme Court judge, people don't necessarily know these things. Don't know their
Yeah,
backgrounds, don't know, where they came from, who they are, what are their policies, what they're about. Like a lot of people don't know these things. So it's educating yourself overall. Overall, you have to educate yourself. It's true. And
yeah.
not just follow what somebody else says, what somebody else told you, or get your information from gossip sites. Like that just
Yeah, that's the worst source. Oh my gosh, that is the worst source to
When
get
somebody
info.
said that to me, I was like, I was like, what? Don't do that. Please don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You're not reading the New York Times. Like you're not reading credible sources. People who've been doing journalism for forever, who has the stats, who's done the research, who are well aware of of well aware of who's who. You coming to me with a gossip site.
I
No.
mean, to their defense, like just a little bit, because I can't defend that pretty much at all. But even major news outlets, you still have to question them because they push a certain narrative also.
Absolutely.
So go for like credible, independent journalist sites. Like Young Turks is a really great
Oh yeah, like Young
site.
Turk. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they like the truth,
Yeah.
and they're not like
And unapologetic truth too. They
that
don't,
part.
yeah. They don't
And
sugarcoat.
no, not at all. And that's what I love about them. And they're not commercially popular because of that reason, of course.
Yeah.
And it's sites like that you need to pay attention to for like that unfiltered, non-sugar coated truth. And that's what we need
Yeah.
because we've had enough of the sugarcoating. We've had enough of things being fed to us through filter after filter after filter.
Yeah.
So, I think it's really time for people to get hit with like hard truths. And it's going to be hard to accept, of course, but, you know, again, like you said, like it's not going to affect them to that level, just your ego. That's all it's gonna do is just hurt your ego from what you thought to be true. But once you get past that, it should be smooth. It should
Yeah.
be. To be
Saladin.
aware, to be alive. Yes.
You said what?
Saladin said, to be aware is to be
It's to be
alive. I
alive.
agree. Yes.
Yep.
Awareness, and to be present and to just be, like rooted in truths.
Yeah.
That's life right there.
Yeah.
So we agree with
And
that.
unlearning everything. Absolutely. You have to unlearn everything that was taught you.
Yeah.
Because as
Yeah.
we're learning, as we're growing, is that everything that we've learned.
We listen, we're seeing a lot of truths come to light already for the year, and that trend is just gonna continue. We're on a ball rolling right now where a lot of things are being brought to light. And it's gonna get, it's gonna get a little heavy for people that, their bubbles are about to be burst wide
First.
open on
Yep.
something.
Yep. And
And
unfortunately, too many people won't be able to handle it.
well, they're gonna have to figure out a way,
Yeah.
gonna have to figure out some kind of coping mechanism, and let that ego go a little bit,
Yeah.
because like I had to, like, we both had to do the same thing. We had to go through this process of unlearning so many things, and not just about systems, but ourselves.
But ourselves.
And it's so beneficial though. Like
Yeah.
it hurts and it's uncomfortable, but the other side of it is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, revolutionary.
Revolutionary worker. Yes.
Mm, yeah, listen, we're here for the revolution, and we're here for, the truth, and we're here for, these uncomfortable conversations that need to be
Mhm.
had. But it's like, what's the point of avoiding it anymore? To become
Yeah.
a society, we have to become comfortable with hard truths.
Yeah. At this stage of life, at this big age of ours, we should be more willing and open to receive truth.
Yes, agreed.
We
Agreed.
should be.
I agree. Y'all,
But
y'all
enough
here
on
for the
this
truth?
election. Huh?
I'm asking these people, y'all here for the truth? Y'all here for, some realness, some rawness,
You
some
can
bubbles to be busted?
win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Luna gonna get tired of me. Like, this girl always got a
No,
song.
listen, what, girl? I've been busting out into song with you. Every time I know the song,
Every
I'm like,
time.
oh wait, I know that way. Okay.
Stay with a song. There's a song for everything.
Listen, and this is why, like, I would, suggest that people, like, keep your favorite music close to you, because that's always a good, little therapy session. If you're feeling uncomfortable with the times, or need an escape, it's one of the easiest ways to just like relieve some tension and stress and pull you
And
out of
there's
this.
music for all of it, right?
Yes, there's
There's
music for
music for
everybody. That's what I love about music. That's like the only therapist I need. Like,
yeah.
music is, ugh.
Music makes you lose control. We
Wait, don't make me have to bust out to the music again.
gonna have to bust out for a dance for them. So the whooping crane says she went around saying nobody is a criminal, but blood is on her hands, not just Afghanistan.
Mm, that's heavy. Yeah.
Saladin says proper preparation prevents poor performance and it should be desired as much as water. Yeah.
That's
Agree.
deep. I like that.
I like that's a
I
snap,
like
snap, snap. I like
that.
yeah.
Comments coming. But no, like literally all of these politicians, they do have blood on their hands in a sense, because they're making decisions with people's lives.
Yep.
If we think about all these unnecessary wars that are started, these are people's kids, their brothers or sisters or spouses that are dying for these countries. For
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
None of us started these wars. These are people at the top here, the elite, that are starting these conflicts and then sending innocent people to die. That is absolutely blood on their hands. Like, I
Indeed.
can't stand.
Yeah.
I stand that.
Yeah, it's insane. It's man, I don't know, man. I don't even know what else to say on this. It's just this is where we are now, you know?
Yeah.
Trump is back for a second term. We
Well,
got him for another
we
4 years.
will, we will we will see all the shenanigans because that's basically what he is. You know, he's just going to be a dancing clown in the circus, and people are going to have to just find out how big of a circus he's going to
Yeah,
turn this into.
yeah. But we know Trump's been doing it for TV for a very long time. So
Right.
he's back in the spotlight where he loves to be. And I believe this time around he's really going to show his ass because he got some shit to prove.
You know what? I'm inclined to believe that, yes. And but one thing I can say about him, like I don't like that dude at all, but he is consistent. Like
Very.
he has been a consistent clown throughout TV, throughout presidency, election. He
And
has
this
been
is
consistent
why I don't know why people expected something different or didn't know what to expect because nothing's changed with him.
at all.
And the fact that
Nothing.
people was like, I'm like, he's been this way forever. Like nothing's changed with him.
Right.
He's always
What?
showed who he was, and he never strayed from that.
Nope. Nope.
He's
And
not ashamed.
that's the only credit that I can give to him is that we know who he is. Like, I can't say the same about Kamala. The only thing that we know about her is like her track record as like say a prosecutor. Like, she doesn't have the best record as far as
Mhm.
being for the people.
People,
And what happened when she got voted as vice president? She disappeared. Like who
the bitch,
saw
she
her
quiet.
really for that term?
Yeah, yeah. She was quiet.
Yes.
Then you pop up for the presidency, and you bringing out all the things that doesn't put you in a better light either.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, it was a little confusing to me, to be honest. I wasn't quite sure what I don't know what your policies are. I'm not sure what you're for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if you're for the women or not. Like I don't know. I hear
Yeah.
you, but I don't know. Like I just I wasn't very sure with her at all.
No,
But
not
Trump,
at
like
all.
you said, the one thing I knew about him is he's consistent as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's been who he's been, so I know he's going to always be who he is. That's not going to change.
Yeah. throw throw them clown emojis in the comments there, because that's all we dealing with right now.
I listen,
But yes,
Saladin. We are completely with you. We live our life accordingly to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and unplug from the matrix. Absolutely.
yes,
Absolutely. You have to unplug from the matrix. There are people who are online all day, every day, are on top of everything that's happening online, are on top of everything. And it's like you don't get tired, your brain don't hurt. Like you don't want something else to feed you. You know what I'm saying? You
mm,
don't want no other air. You don't want no light, some water, something that's going to nourish your brain. You just want to, there are people who are on top of everything negative that happens
mm,
in the
it's not
world
good.
or on social media, but you're not feeding yourself anything positive. You know,
Yeah,
what are you reading? Are
get
you
some.
meditating? Are you praying? Are you taking not just a second to say thank you, God, but are you actually sitting there with yourself praying for a good 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20, 30? You know what I'm saying? Are you unplugging from the matrix for at least an hour, 2, 3 hours at a time? There are people who are on social media all day, every day, scrolling through every social media site. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot.
I hope every person that's watching this right now, like, take time for yourself, and especially in this shit show that we are in right now. Like, it's going to be very easy to get sucked into one conversation or another. But take time for yourself. Get some fresh air. Get some sunshine. Get some quality water in your system. Hug a tree, maybe. Feel some
Hug a
grass.
tree, girl. I love hug a tree. I love hugging trees. It feels so good. It's like, oh my God, they're hugging me back. Thank you.
Like really just, unplug a little bit and just get in alignment with, you. Like this fuck this system, fuck the matrix. Get in
Mm-hmm.
alignment with you. That's so yes. Self care and lots of reflection.
Yeah.
Yes. Encourage that
Yeah.
immensely.
Celadine, where
But
you at? Where
yeah,
you
what
at?
what country are you joining us
Yeah. Are
from? Or
you are
where
you
in
here
the
in the
world?
States? Are you yeah, where are you? Tell us where you
'Cause, yeah,
representing from.
got a
We
lot of gems you drop in, so we appreciate your input and just
yeah.
like make sure you tune in to the podcast, girl. And wait, let me put that in the comments. Can I
It
put?
just happened. We just happened to go live on a day that we received these results, a day after the election, but we were really coming on live to talk about our podcast, Girl
Yeah, I mean
Podcast.
it.
That was
That's what.
that was the
That was,
main reason we came live on YouTube. We wanted to inform you guys that we are on season 2 of Girl Podcast. Episode 1 is currently viewable on at Girl Podcast official YouTube channel. Of course, with
mhm.
myself, ToniSteelz, and with Luna.
Yeah.
And our first episode, we highlight breast cancer awareness, and we talk to breast cancer survivors, and we just pretty much, just talk about the experience that we had at the breast cancer walk here in Brooklyn and Coney Island. And we would love for you to go check out the episode. Subscribe to Girl Podcast Official right here on YouTube and join us. Yeah, because we'll be talking more about, of course, what you said, Saladin, living accordingly to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We will be talking a lot about that this coming season on Girl Podcast. And we're just so excited because we believe that these conversations are necessary. We believe in spreading love and light, and of course receiving, because we want to receive that love and light as well. Give it to
Absolutely.
give it to me.
All the love. Give me all the love and light.
Yeah, yeah, we don't, at this point in life, Saladin, like nobody wants to deal with anything that disturbs our peace and tranquility. None of us wants to deal with that. We shouldn't have to deal with that. We done been through the many changes in life, and we should be exuding peace at this time. We should be giving each other peace at this time. We should be at a space where we're pretty much aware of who we are, what we want, and what we want to receive and what we want to give. That's where we should be at this stage in life. But unfortunately, there are those who are not very aware with themselves and who are not at peace as of yet. And those are the people that we want to possibly help if we can, shed
Hmm.
some light, give them some insight, and pretty much, talk from a place where we know where we had to do the work, in order to shed a lot of the things that we needed to shed in our life.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
It's a lot.
it's a
But
lot.
I mean, once you keep shutting, it gets easier.
Yeah,
I like I it was hard for me at first. I know for me it was hard at first. Wait, is that even a clickable link? Okay. I don't even know. Like I'm still getting acclimated to YouTube lives and stuff like that. But it's it's like, you start off with all this weight on, and like the more that you work on it, the more you self-love, the more that you shed, and it just like it feels like so much lighter on you. And I can't emphasize enough how important that process is. Just, you know, really, really unlearning, number one, because we're taught so much that does not resonate with us at from birth. Like from when you are first put into this world. whether it be like generational curses from your family, your parents, the traumas that like we learn from them. It's so much that once you get to an age where it gets too heavy, you have to start shedding it. You have to start unlearning it. So absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely full of that.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's a clickable link. I don't know if you can do that. You on your laptop or
On my other device, I have like another
oh,
five.
okay. Yeah, but Girl Podcast Official with ToniSteelz and Luna. That is the YouTube channel.
Yes.
So feel free to follow us over there, Saladin, if you'd like. And Saladin says he's from Chicago. Hey, shouts to
Hey,
Shottown.
what's up? What's up?
But he
Okay.
currently lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay, that's what's up.
Cool. How is it out there? I'm so curious about like, Midwest and, different areas I haven't been to yet. So yeah, shout out to your area and shout out to
Yeah.
you.
Shout out to you.
Appreciate you. Yeah. I'm very excited about, the conversations we're gonna be having. And I hope y'all are excited too, to have some realness on your timeline for a change, some
Hello.
positivity,
Hello.
some like real, just like some love, man, some
Yeah.
real unconditional love, because that's what we're bringing. Like,
Yeah.
there is no hate here. There
And
is
no
no hate,
judgment.
no
No
judgment.
judgment. Because we've been through a lot. We've been through enough in life to know that we're not in a place to judge anybody. I know I'm not. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
And
So there's absolutely no judgment. I think I mentioned to Luna before, like I feel like I walked in so many shoes that
mm,
I don't have space to judge anybody. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I've done in my life that I'm not necessarily proud of, things that I put myself through that I'm not necessarily proud of. There was a point in my life where I, didn't accept any accountability for the things that I've done. You know what I'm saying? And those are things that I had to sit with myself and realize like these were your choices. This is what you did. This is, your life turned out this way because these are the things that you were doing. But it's never too late to turn things around,
no,
and once you're able to see yourself, receive yourself, relieve yourself,
mm, mm,
because you have to relieve yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once you're able to do those things, it's like there's nothing really that can tear you down in no kind of way. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You can stand in the armor of you.
I
and
like that. The
and
armor.
go against, yeah, and go against whatever you need to go against because you done been through it all. You done seen it all. There are people who harbor their traumas, who hold on to it like a badge and use them to weaponize other people because of what they've been through. And it's like you have to know when to let that stuff go. You have to know when to know that this cannot hinder me. This cannot stop me from being the best person that I can be. You can't just use those things to weaponize other people because that's what people do sometimes. They use their
Absolutely.
trauma, you know what I'm saying, to as a defense mechanism.
Mhm.
And it's like, knock it off. You gotta know when to. You gotta sit with yourself and shed that. Get rid of all of that. Like it's serious work. It is serious work.
Oh, you've been around. Okay. So you moved from Atlanta. Okay. The Midwest, I'm sure there's well, y'all got a lot of red over there, but I'm sure there's a lot of nice open country areas and trees that, and grass you can go hug and touch out
Yeah,
there.
those are red states right there. Those are states Trump won.
Mm. Well,
I
I mean, it is what it is. It's like, they're the thing is
ain't
that
mad.
they're
I'm not mad
putting
at Trump. Listen,
no,
I'm not mad
no,
at the man. More power to you, man.
I'm not mad at anything like that's
Yeah,
going on right now because really what are you gonna do? Like on an individual level, there is nothing we can do. Even on a small group level, nothing we can do. So getting upset and getting, getting yourself worked up about it,
yeah,
that's pointless.
yeah,
We have to like really just come to a place of, understanding if it's not going to like immediately affect us as individuals and the ones that we care about, then let's just keep living. That's
yeah.
what we can. Keep
That's
living.
it.
That is it.
That's it. That's all, honey. That's it. And that's all.
Uh,
Because what you gonna say? What you
yes.
gonna do? Stick it.
Genuine people. That's who we love. That is who we love. So thank you. Thank you for being a genuine person, Saladin. And thank you, Tony, because like shoot, I can't do this by myself. I need more genuine people.
Yeah. And I love when when you're genuine and you've done what you need to do, the work for yourself, and it starts to open the doors for you to meet more people like you.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful, wonderful thing because for so long you're like, damn, you know deep down in your core who you are. But if you
Mm,
haven't necessarily tapped into that, then you're always gonna find yourself in this hamster wheel, running around with people that doesn't necessarily resonate with you until you jump
mhm.
off that hamster wheel and you look at yourself in the mirror and you do what you need to do to really attract what is supposed to be around you. And I guess the other word would be, you blocking your blessings when you're not necessarily, you know?
Mm. That is a whole conversation right there. What blessings are you blocking by not living in your true authenticity, your true self? That, oof, girl, let me make a note of
I have
that.
to switch hands so I can snap, 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 snap.
Listen, that is a show right there, yo. I mean, listen, if there's any particular topics y'all want to see or hear us talk about, drop them, please. Because, we want to hear from you. We want your input because
Yes, going out into the
this,
desert. Yes.
right, like,
Saladin,
otherwise,
you get it. Saladin, you get it.
no.
Saladin get it. He
Get
understand.
it. Get it. Like, without y'all, this would just be me and Tony talking, which is fine. Like, we
Mhm.
could carry on a conversation for hours and
That's a
hours, but
fact.
we've done so. So it's like, that's great and everything, but the whole purpose of this is to bring y'all in and to really, get your input and, just open up the table for
Yes.
genuine, more genuine people to come in and join us. So
Join the
yeah.
conversation. Join the conversation. Join the conversation. It is necessary. Again, because I know Luna is on vacation right now. She out there somewhere enjoying herself. Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's a mini vacation. It's family. I'm in South Carolina right now in Columbia. I'm going back to Charleston um, Friday before I head back to New York. But just to get some family time in, especially around in crazy times like this. Like, yeah, we need to be around people we love and like, don't worry, I got you. Like,
Hmm.
this is not gonna affect like what's going on with us. Like, we're
Yeah.
still gonna be a tight unit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So when you coming back?
Saturday.
Okay, so you're gonna miss it. There was a game night that's going on Saturday at
Yeah.
this place called Agenda in Queens. I did it like a few months back. It's fun. It's totally fun. So I'm gonna have
Well,
to
I'm
take
getting.
the next one
Well, let me see. I
because
gotta
it
double
started
check and see
at
what
6.
time my flight gets in. But if it's early enough, and if I'm not too beat, then shoot, I'll come
Okay,
out.
sound like a plan. There's a $500 prize.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm bringing my troops. I'm bringing my troops.
I'm
Because I almost
down.
won last time. I almost won last time, and it was a popularity contest, and I guess they knew homegirl, so she kind of, and I was
Uh,
pissed off, but they was giving out TVs at the time, so
oh, and
now they giving out cash.
one of my TVs just went on the first two. Okay, like drop that. But yeah, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop another little comment, if and just in case anybody that just joined us or just popped on want to, tune in. Like, make sure that y'all go to subscribe to Girl Podcast Official because gonna be having a lot more of these talks. Keep it
Yeah.
going.
And it's on my profile right here on YouTube too. So if you go to my channel, you'll see it as one of the recommended pages on my channel. So you can always follow for me as well. But Girl Podcast Official with ToniSteelz and Luna. Yeah, make sure y'all follow us. And we have a bonus episode that will be dropping soon. And yeah, we're gonna continue having a conversation.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
we're going to
yep.
continue having a conversation. And yeah, we appreciate you guys all five of you who's in here with us right now, who's been hanging
Listen,
out with us. Thank you.
whether it's 5 or 500, like y'all matter. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's point blank period. Like every single person in this that's watching this right now, thank you. Every single person that responds to this or just sending us love from afar, thank you so much. Like
Thank
your
you.
energy is really appreciated.
Yeah. Saladin
But
shouts to you. Thank you.
yes, absolutely. Thank you, Saladin. Transparency. Yes. Please give me all the transparency. All of it.
Please
Like
and thanks.
please and thank you. But, aw,
We like
Saladin.
Planet Fitness, honey. Ain't no judgment zone.
Facts. That is straight facts. So, I mean, girl, like, I feel like we should we should make time for an IG live at some point. So, whoever's on IG can join us in on the conversation over there. And it's also at Girl Podcast Official. So, it'll be easy for y'all to
Well,
find
Girl
and just,
Podcast Official, we're not. Oh, on IG, you talking about?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we could do that. Yeah, because on here on YouTube, we not at 50 subscribers yet on Girl Podcast, so we can't go live there.
Oh, that's even see, get us up to 50
Yeah.
subscribers, y'all, so we can go live on Girl Podcast. So we don't have to be trying to drop links, y'all could just see us right there and then
Right. Right.
that's
Yeah. So
you're
yeah, follow us on Instagram as well. Yeah, Girl Podcast Official. Follow us on Instagram.
yes, yes. So we greatly appreciate your support, your time, everything, good energy that you have to send to us. All appreciated. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you.
We'll talk to y'all next time.
Yes, we'll catch y'all on the flip. Stay safe out there, continue the good vibes, and we will catch y'all the next time.
Peace. Be good to you. Later.